up we have... Let me go ahead and reload this. Sometimes you got to reload these things. All right, guys, some really sad news here. Ghost Rider, the drama from Marvel TV, is dead at Hulu. This is very, very sad news for me. I loved Gabriel Luna on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I loved his Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider character. That was the first time I had ever seen the character, even a nerd like me. But I fell in love immediately. I loved his portrayal. I loved his character. I loved the way they did the CGI. The deaths were brutal, but they're also not like out of this world brutal. Like they were brutal, but they kept it PG-13 or TV-14 rather, and it still worked wonderfully. And this is really sad news because they just got announced with a Hellstrom show and a Ghost Rider show. And what we're having here, I'm going to go ahead and read the first couple lines of this because it addresses what we need to know right out the gate. So it says here, Disney-owned Hulu has opted to scrap its live-action Marvel drama some 4 months after the project was picked up straight to series at the streamer, meaning Hulu. So Disney owns Hulu. Hulu picked up Ghost Rider as a show with Gabriel Luna 4 months ago. That was announced and confirmed. Now they're scrapping it. And it says here, sources tell The Hollywood Reporter, which, again, this is a very credible source. The only thing that I know that they got wrong was coming out and saying that Henry Cavill is out as Superman. That's the only thing that they got wrong that I'm aware of. I'm sure that they've gotten plenty wrong. They've made retractions. But the only thing that I'm aware of that they got wrong was Henry Cavill's out. Now, they say sources... And by the way, they didn't even say he's out. They say it looks like he's out. And they weren't pinning it 100%, but the whole world ran with that. So it says here, the sources note creative issues stalled the series that was set to feature Gabriel Luna reprising the fan favorite role from ABC's fellow Marvel drama Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. See, that's a mouthful. Basically, it was creative issues that canned the show. And maybe it was they didn't want to go in a similar direction to what he was in the ABC's show, and then maybe Jeff Loeb and a few others were just like, hey, we really need them to work in continuity because it's the same guy, same Ghost Rider, and they were like, no, we don't want to do that. I'm sure that it was probably something along those lines. Ghost Rider revolved around the anti-hero Robbie Reyes, which is consumed by hellfire and supernaturally bound to a demon. Reyes lives on the Texas-Mexico border, and when he unleashes the Rider, he brings vengeance for the innocents he encounters, but struggles to control the power he wields. And so it's really interesting. They get into a lot of these details, talking about like showrunners, executive producers, and again, of course, Marvel TV boss Jeff Loeb. Lots of other details you can check out in the description for yourself, but the gist is clear. Ghost Rider's canceled. I'm sorry, guys. This breaks my heart. I really, really, really wanted to see this, but they didn't say anything about Hellstrom, because Hellstrom, I believe, was also supposed to be on here, and it was actually, I believe it was said it was going to be sticking around. I can't see where they say the Hellstrom right here. Joining Runaways, streamer Howard the Duck, title, his live action miniseries, blah, blah, blah. Sorry, guys, I can't find it. So, oh, wait, no, here it is. So it says here, the other show, Hellstrom, is still moving forward. So the source that is saying that it's done, it's over, and that they were the ones that had called it back then, they broke the news, and now we're hearing Ghost Rider's canned. They're also saying Hellstrom's still okay. So I think that has to do with the fact that it was never addressed in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I think that the continuity that was completed in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I believe that these guys don't want those to cross over. I believe they want them to be as separate as possible, even though it's the same. It was going to be the same actor, Gabriel Luna. I think they're just going to go in a different direction and just start doing really, really dark content outside of what we know from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So Hellstrom seems to be okay. We'll see how long that lasts, because I've got a feeling if they're canceling one, the other one is soon to get canned. But there was a very nice response from Gabriel Luna. So let's take a look at what he says. So Gabriel Luna on his Instagram posts this and says, "To everyone who loves Robbie and Ghost Rider, thank you. I've had the time of my life playing those two guys, and I was ready to rock on the new show. The news was surprising, but I've always known that the nature of this business is that until you're there on the day doing the thing, it could still go away. Even then, the next day on the job, it ain't guaranteed. Thanks to Loeb, Marvel, Felipe Smithhart, and everyone who helped bring Robbie to life on the page and the screen, I'm focused now on our promotions for Terminator. And then it says here, we'll be bringing Terminator Dark Fate to theaters in just over a month. Hope to see everyone there when it opens on the Day of the Dead, November 1st. So that's really exciting. There's still plenty more of Gabriel Luna to be seen. He's a big star now. People love him. Literally in everything he's done, he's been awesome. And so I think it'll be really cool to see where he goes from here, what his next projects are. Maybe he'll join DC. Who knows? But we'll see what is going to happen. Maybe Marvel will wise up and say, you know what? We do want a Ghost Rider, but we're going to keep him, for some reason, TV-14. Now, keep in mind, Supernatural was TV-14, so you can get away with quite a bit TV-14. If you guys haven't seen Supernatural, it's freaking awesome. And they got away with a ton of dark and creepy and scary stuff. But you just have to play it smart. You work it smart so that you maximize everything you can get away with until you can't get away with it. And then that's how you do it. Even Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has already done Ghost Rider. That's where he came from. They did a fantastic job with him there. They could do a fantastic job with him on Disney+. I would hope that that's what we're going to see there. I hope they're just delaying it so that it can kind of coincide with Blade. And then maybe you can get Blade and Ghost Rider around the same time on Disney+. That would be really, really cool. So let me know what you guys think down below, and check out some of these comments too, because like Henry Simmons from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is also weighed in on this. Lots of blue check marks are weighing in to share their thoughts about Gabriel Luna being canned from Ghost Rider, which is sad. Talk about it in the comments, and let's keep moving. Next up on the list, this is the next and final topic we have to talk about today. We have to talk about the big man himself. Kevin Feige is joining Star